What a day, folks, what a day. Welcome back to the channel. I mean, look at this, blue sky and sunshine. How rare is that? You know what it's like when I normally ride. A few black clouds about, but it has give a dry day. And look at this, 53 degrees Fahrenheit it is at the moment. Still a little bit chilly with the wind chill, but it's supposed to be 10 degrees maximum. That's pretty mild, seeing as we're only a week or so away from Christmas. But what we're going to do, just nipping down to Bobhead's and to see BBG Customs, which is opposite Bobhead. See how their new shop is going. Call there for a brew and then head off into them there hills and give you guys a little ride out. Something to keep you occupied just before Santa comes down your chimney and empties his sack. So it's a bit too mild to wear my heated gloves today, because obviously I've got the heated grips as well, but I have got, just lift that up, the GERBING heated jacket liner on, just to keep the wind chill off. So I'm giving that a test today, but more about that in a bit. But what I will tell you is the chill that I'm feeling on my legs and anywhere else, I have got a really warm, toasty feeling around my midsection. So underneath my jacket I am really toasty, but yeah, we'll talk about that in a bit. So just arriving at Bobhead's and BBG right opposite. How convenient is that? So folks, while we're at it, we might as well do BBG first with Craig. How are you doing?
Good to see you.
And you, mate? How's it all going? All right, guys.
How are you, mate?
All right.
What do you think about this place then?
All right, isn't it? You've done all right in the short space of time.
Yeah, in a week.
So cameras are rolling.
Okay.
So yeah, this is it, folks. Look at this. BBG, so obviously right opposite Bobhead, so if you're ever over there, there's no excuses not to nip over and see these guys, is there?
Shapes and size. Small voices singing set me free.
Right, well, nice little brew. See Seb at Bobhead on his own today, and we've just picked up the item of choice for the 48 riding for next year, so we'll show you that, guys, soon, and it's going to match the bike pretty damn well, so cheers for that, Seb. Anyway, so we're leaving Bobhead now. We're going to find the hills, go for a little ride, and give the guys from BBG a wave on the way past. See you later. I fucking wonder what the fuck that was then. Ever the joker, Seb. Anyway, couple of hours light left. So I think what we'll do is fly down towards Home Moss maybe and up over the tops. I've not been that way for quite a while, so that sounds like the right thing to do. So we're going to use a little bit of editing magic now and jump forward to some greenery, folks. Well, folks, we've made our way to somewhere a little bit more rural. We've just parked up for a second and just to set the cameras and everything up, and the sun is going down a little bit faster than usual. It's just disappearing over the side of that hill, so we're just going to do a little bit of a circular route, one of my favourite little roads, just to end the day and give you guys some riding footage. But what I will say is I've been riding with the GERBING heated jacket liner on now for about, I don't know, 45 minutes, and the temperature's around 53 degrees. So even though the air temperature's not that cold, when you're riding you can obviously feel it on your legs and what I mentioned earlier. But what it has done is kept my core temperature absolutely toasty. So I've got my little controller, I don't know if you can see that, just inside the jacket, and I'm on temperature number 3. And 3 is just perfect. It's just keeping me like I'm riding in sort of 70 degrees weather. It really is doing a job. But there's no need for the gloves today, because obviously the temperature is quite warm, so if it does get a bit chilly I can use the heated grips. But if I want to do so, I can plug in the gloves through the jacket liner because the wires are all integral inside there, but we'll show you that in a bit. So let's get on the road. Also wearing in today is my Revit Gore-Tex magnetic GTX boots, and they've been really comfortable so far. I did have to buy the size up though, because the sizing is a little bit too snug for me. So that and a thick pair of socks, they're absolutely perfect. So I'm hoping that they keep my feet dry for once, so I'm sick of my feet getting wet while I'm riding. So do I go and do the Miller loop, or do I go over towards Tunal Hill? We'll go this way. There's some cracking little roads down here. So the Pan Am now, I've done about 3,500 miles on the Pan Am since I've bought it, and I will say, touch wood, I've had very little in the way of problems. And just to sort of dispose the myth of the Pan Am that a lot of people did have problems with, especially the early bikes, the 21, this is a 21 model year, and a lot of them are rectified into 22 plus, into the 23, and obviously into 24 bikes. A lot of that was software related and with the infotainment system, and some of the problems were with the ARH and whatnot. So we had a lot of screens going blank, ARH not working, and a few other little niggly faults. But when I got this bike, I made sure all the software updates were up to date to the latest software. Now there is a software update for this bike which I'll be doing pretty soon as well, so I'll do a little short video on that as well. But apart from that, it's been a-okay. My only niggling thing, because those of you watching from the US of A, you're okay because you read your temperature in the Fahrenheit. Whereas over here we like to read it in the Celsius and convert it, so I've got to convert it back rather than convert it forward. But apart from that, it's not really a major problem. And the funny thing is, if I convert my speedo to kilometers, then the temperature then starts to read in Celsius, which is quite bizarre. You'd think you'd be able to swap it between the two either way. I really am feeling so toasty. I wish I had the jacket liner on in the -8 last week. It was 2 weeks ago. Is that how long it is since I put a video out? But when we did that ride down to Diddley Squat Farm, even though I had the standard jacket liner in my textile, it did sort of save me to a certain extent. But by the time I finished that ride, you could have hung a jacket from my nipples. They were that cold. So my core temperature from the body was absolutely freezing. Hands wise okay obviously, but you know, it's okay with just the gloves, but you do not appreciate the heated jacket liner until you're actually wearing it. And bloody hell, this is so toasty. That really is, and I've heard the word game changer used on this quite a while, and I will tend to agree. Look at this sunset coming in, absolutely beautiful. But yeah, that brings us to as well the winter camp, because obviously I'm getting all my gear sorted for that. So that's everything from, you know, the sleeping arrangements, the camp tents, because it's all camping. Don't forget, we're not in the hotels. Wow. So looking over into Manchester with the sunset going down. I'll probably get another view of that in a bit, but we will be turning left in a moment. So I have put a little bit of a promotion thing on for the winter camp. There may even be 2 more people joining us yet. So I'll find out about that hopefully this weekend. And if there is, then that'll be a total of 6 people, which is just enough. So that'll be 2 nights out in the Scottish wilderness in winter, rain, sleet or snow. So that is going to be interesting on the Pan Am, obviously. And with that, I will be doing a little bit, obviously, of a review on the kit that I'll be using on that. That's going to hopefully keep me alive. It's a lot of horse shit in the middle of the roads around here. Just a shame the sunset's behind us, though. What a dickhead. Glorious views round here. Just so many cracking little roads to go off, and I've mentioned that it's not, well, was it last year I was up this way? And I mentioned there was loads of little tail off lanes that I've got to explore, but just finding time. So we've got that goes down into Glossop, and then this route back towards sort of Marple and whatnot, but we'll go this way. And a cracking view into the rolling Derbyshire hills. Times like this, you just need to stop for 5 minutes and take in the scenery. One thing I better remember to do is unplug myself from the mains. There we go. So again, we've got 2 choices. We can go at the end of this road and head into a circular route back to Glossop and round the back of this hill, or I can go back down into this one and then heading home, which is somewhere round about there. But as usual and typical in the UK, we've got some glorious weather today. Tomorrow's going to be quite mild, but I think the rain is returning, so today was the best day to get out on the bike, and then we're only a week away from Christmas. There's the Pan Am. Absolutely built for this kind of stuff. Right, well, we better get moving before we lose the light altogether, because the headlamp on the Pan Am's pretty shite. That's just a great shot with the colours. That's going to look pretty epic, I'm sure, when we come back to editing. So we're plugged back in again now. It's been interesting because the temperature's dropping. Well, it's now on 49 degrees. So you appreciate the warmth a little bit more when it's in the 40s. Colours are absolutely fantastic, though, aren't they, over there on the hillside? Just brings everything out. But I always say I'm just so lucky to have this sort of 20 minutes away from my house. Beautiful. You're never sure with them, you know. Is it alright? Always got to do your thing with the horses. So pretty instantly, when you plug in these jackets, you feel that warmth engulfing your body all over. I can't actually believe how good it is. I'm very, very surprised. Absolute winner for me. And the thing is as well, it looks like a little sort of a bomber jacket underneath. So it's pretty cool. You can wear it on its own if you want to as well. Okay, so heading across into the Derbyshire border. We've done that road before. Yeah, so the Gerbing heated clothing. If you're interested in any of the Gerbing heated clothing, click the link down in the description and you can enjoy 10% across the range using the link and the ALCHEMOTO discount code. Put that in at the point of sale and enjoy 10% off any orders over £50 from Gerbing Heated Clothing UK. So there you go. Keep yourselves warm over the winter period and keep on riding. So back on the Hayfield Loop Road, we're out of that now and just heading towards Tunel, where we'll end the ride for today. I never adjusted those bloody bank angle lights, did I? So they're coming on like about 30 degrees. Something I need to get sorted. Well, the other annoying thing I hate with this bike is that when the fuel light comes on, when you've still got about 85 miles or something left in the tank. So on the new software update, it's coming on at an 1/8 full now rather than a quarter when it comes on with the low fuel warning. So that's a massive bonus. It's nothing more annoying than it turning red when you've got a shitload of miles left in the bike. In fact, it comes on red at the same point as a Sportster tank is full. Revolution Max engine. You beauty. And when you need it, she's got it. I was going to go left, I always go left, but look at the colour of that sky. Wowzers. Oh, yes. I wanted to buy that. It was an old pub and then some other guy bought it for a cheap amount of money. What a place that would have been to live. Alright, in the lay-by. Oh, I am so toasty. I tell you what the feeling you get with this jacket liner is when you're really cold and you come, it's cold outside and you've got the heating on in the house, and then you get in the house and you put your back on the radiator and you get that warmth coming through. That's exactly what it feels like you're leaning up against a radiator. Oh yes. But yeah, what a sunset. I mean, I was going to go to the top of Saddleworth Moor and catch it from there. Maybe I should have done, but with time allowing, you know, you've got to sort of stay within your limits. So this is a nice little circular 10 minutes and I'm home. But wow, that's good enough for me. Beautiful. Anyways, let's get myself plugged in and get my ass home. And as soon as I get home, I can edit this for you guys. So let me just find my plug. Plug's in just at the front of my seat, so it's nice and handy. I think we might even put the heated grips on. Wind started to howl as well. Absolutely beautiful colours in the rear. Shame we're not riding into the sunset. If this is the last video before Christmas, then I wish you all a very Merry Christmas. Hope Santa brings you all lots of bike parts, and I look forward to getting this channel right up there for next year. But for all your continued support this year and from beyond the previous years, thank you very much to all my subscribers. Really do appreciate the watching and the comments and everything else to make this enjoyable for you and for me to make these videos for you guys. But until the next time, if this is the first time watching ALCHEMOTO, please do hit that subscribe button. Look forward to some fantastic content coming for the new year. Please do comment, like and share if you dare. But until the next time folks, ALCHEMOTO signing out. We'll see you later.